Hello Sagittarius, I'm Christy, you're watching Tiny Turtle Tarot, and this is your reading for the week ahead. As always, if anything I say resonates, please let me know by liking and subscribing. Let's get on with your reading. What's going on for Sagittarius this week? Okay, 10 of Swords and 10 of Wands. Beautiful. 10s symbolize completion, no matter what they are. So 10 of Swords is completion. So swords are thoughts, swords can be communications. For some reason that's coming through, but swords mainly are your thoughts, thought patterns, ways of thinking, ways of seeing things. That's ending. There's a certain pattern or a way of seeing your life that's ending, and like things are gonna only get better from now on. Like you might be on the other side of a lot of darkness, basically. In the traditional tarot, when you get the 10 of Swords, there's a sunrise, and you know that there's 10 swords in this person's back. There can't be any more now. 10 is the final one. Things are now going to start again and get better. There's a new cycle beginning where things are going to be very clear for you because things can only get better moving forward. And it's like that perspective of realizing you can't get any lower. And if you're watching this going, oh, things aren't that bad, there's just this energy of the only way is up for you. Things are getting better and better for you. 10 of Wands also, completion of having a lot of weight on your back, having a lot of responsibilities, having a lot to carry, just feel like unnecessary pressure you're putting on yourself for some reason, but like you don't need to. There's no expectations. The tarot is advice, and I feel like the advice coming through is let go of any expectations you're putting on yourself to exceed some type of... I'm getting something about a checklist. So like, you know, like the traditional checklist of by a certain age you should have a house, a relationship, kids, or whatever your checklist involves. Like, let go of that checklist. I'm getting just kind of go. And I don't usually say go with the flow, but there's something about just trusting the flow. There's something about just going with the flow and trusting where you're being taken, which I guess is quite Sagittarian-y. With the Ace of Wands here also, I feel like there's something, this is either someone coming in that you're very attracted to or drawn to, or it's a path that you're very attracted to. Like there's something that I feel like you might have lacked inspiration either in where you were going, what you wanted to do in life, or even just a hobby. There's some type of thing you're very good at that you're going to be like rejuvenated or excited about again and doing more of, whatever it is. Like you've just put it on the back burner, focused on responsibilities, but you're now coming into this time of making more time to do what lights a fire within you, as silly as it sounds. What else has come through? That was a lot of cards. I'm not taking that. Oh, okay. The Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is also like, I say this all the time, but it's the only way I can explain it, and I don't know why I hate saying this. It's just the Knight of Swords is like the Knight in Shining Armor card. I guess the reason I don't like saying it is because it's just like, nobody can save you but you. But there's nothing wrong with someone trying to help. There's nothing wrong with someone trying to help you, and there's nothing wrong with asking for help. There's somebody that is in some way going to help you moving forwards, and they want to as well. And the only one that can help you is you, but there is somebody that is gonna help you. I feel like this might have come through last week, or if it wasn't, it was for one of the other fire signs maybe. I can't remember, I do too many of these, but there's something about it would really like just there's something about you not wanting to let someone guide you, because I guess maybe it's a Sagittarian thing of you're very wise and you're very intelligent. You know what you know, and you've been through so much that you might immediately think somebody else doesn't know or doesn't understand things from your point of view. But that doesn't mean you wouldn't benefit from listening to this person's advice. I don't know why I'm laughing. 8 of Pentacles. It's also something about work here. Something about work. So maybe this could be someone you work with. This could be to do with work. This could be something take it as it resonates. It could also just be about you working on you in whatever way. But Eight of Pentacles is usually money. It's usually pentacles. It's involving something of value. So for a lot of you, it is work. But it feels... It feels like work, but it doesn't feel like work. Like, it's not set in stone. That's the weird thing. So I don't know. Maybe there's somebody like that wants to work with you, but they don't work with you. I don't know. I dropped a card, sorry. Ace of Pentacles, an offer, a job offer, or a seed. Like, it's either a seed being planted, and this could be to do with love, it doesn't have to be, but it's also like a job offer, or it's a opportunity. It's a gift from the universe that you would benefit from taking, or at least looking into. And if you don't take this, it could also be a seed being planted that leads you to then look into other avenues. So maybe someone sees you at work, okay, and they're like, you're underappreciated. You know, you should come work for me instead. Whatever it is you do. And you think, oh, okay. And you look into it and you go, actually, that would not benefit me at all, that's worse. But it plants that seed to you then actually looking at other places. There's something where you're going to get an offer and it's going to benefit you to look into it, whether you take it or not, is basically what I'm trying to say, just to beat around the bush. What else is coming through? Oh, Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords is fear. Nine of Swords is sleepless nights. Nine of Swords is also like worry, but it's based on your own thoughts or thought patterns, I'm feeling. And what's beautiful is you already have the Ten of Swords, so you're already moving out of that and ending that, but you might still get like aftershocks of something that's happened in the past, especially because she looks like she's just woken up from a nightmare. So there's something where you're completely ending the past and moving forwards, but don't be surprised if there's a little bit of aftershocks. Just be patient with yourself from whatever this is you're moving on from. Hierophant. Taurus energy. The Hierophant is also commitment. If these are usually love based, so if this is love, with the Hierophant coming out, you're moving into the next phase of a relationship with someone. So this could be anything. If you're in a relationship, you're getting engaged. If you're engaged, you're getting married. Whatever it is, you're moving to the next step with someone, but this is actually a very solid relationship. This is a very solid connection with someone, and there's also a lot of learning here, which is funny because I said about you taking someone's advice, even though you're very intelligent and even though you know yourself very well and nobody knows you as well as you do, there's something about you letting down your guard and actually letting somebody help you, or at least taking in advice, even if it's not so much advice, it's more of like somebody looks at things very differently to how you look at things, and when you hear their point of view, you might immediately think, what do they know, or something. Like, there's something about being open-minded to someone's advice, even if they look younger or they don't look as smart, or I don't know why, because you're very wise and you wouldn't usually look down on other people, but that's coming through that you might. Or maybe that's what you're doing already. Maybe you're taking advice this week that you wouldn't usually take because you're aware that it doesn't really matter what age it's coming from. Like, maybe a little kid is going to walk up to you and you're going to be like, I don't know, they're just going to say something really smart or really like divinely guided that you're supposed to hear, and it's going to like alter a decision you make, or it's going to alter, like the butterfly effect, right? It's always happening. There's something that I feel like is coming from someone younger than you, or that looks younger than you, or just seems naive, but they're going to say something and it's going to completely alter everything. But it's tiny, but it makes a big difference. I randomly feel like, this is really, really weird, but I randomly felt like I was having a nosebleed then. And I'm like looking like, am I having a nosebleed? So I don't know if you get nosebleeds. I don't know if you've had one recently or you're going to have one while watching this. I don't know why that would come through. I don't think that's a symbol for anything. But maybe someone watching this, if you were like, is this my reading? This doesn't sound right. Clarification, it is your reading. Let me know if that's you. That's so specific. What else? Four of Coins. Four of Coins is either holding on to your money too tightly or giving it away, like overspending. So there's something about balancing that out. Or with the Hierophant here, the Hierophant can be marriage. The Hierophant can be, there's something about learning. So maybe you're learning, maybe you're getting like a financial advisor soon, or you're going to be asking about finances or something. Maybe that's what you're getting advice on. And when you ask advice, you end up talking to someone that looks like half your age or something. But whatever this is, pay attention to how you're spending or saving. And if you're saving a lot, it's okay to treat yourself. And if you're spending a lot, it's okay to save. Like, there's something where, I don't know, it seems like, I just want to say take a breather for some reason. Just take a breather from whatever it is you're doing. If you're saving a lot, take a breather. Give yourself a second. Like, if you're like, I'm not going to spend any more money, it's like, take a breather, just buy yourself one more thing. And if it's like, maybe that's terrible advice. If it's like, I'm going to spend so much money because you never know what's going to happen tomorrow. It's like, take a breather. Just temper that, balance that out, whatever it is that you're doing. And it could be anything. This could also be, for some reason, I'm getting like, not over drinking, but just overdoing things. Like, you're either all in or not in. It's like all or nothing, where there's something about finding your balance. Which is funny because Temperance isn't here, but it is your card. There's something about finding your balance and not overdoing whatever it is you're doing this week. Could also be, this could be in love. If you're in a relationship, maybe you're like wanting to move to the next step, but there's something about it would actually benefit you to be patient in some way. Like, slow and steady wins the race. Queen of Swords, I feel like this is actually someone coming towards you. Man or woman, doesn't matter. There's just somebody coming towards you. Someone like, Queen of Swords is very witty, very smart. She's also like a little bit guarded, like, because the Queen of Swords usually has her sword up. She doesn't in this card. Well, she has it on the wall. But there's something about the Queen of Swords having her sword up. So there's someone coming towards you in love. Man or woman, doesn't matter. It's just the energy is somebody that's a little bit combative or on edge or on guard. Because now I'm getting like on guard. I'm seeing like people fencing, like when they say on guard. So like there's something where this person is on guard with you. So maybe that's why being patient would pay off in some way. I'll get you one more card. This is a bit of a wacky reading. I feel like I've come to no conclusion as to what this is about. It's all over the place. I'm sorry, but hopefully there's a better reading next week for you. The Magician and the Judgment. So 2 mages now happening out of nowhere. You also are a very good manifester. So if there's something you've been wanting in your reality, maybe, I don't know, I'm getting a house for some of you, if you want your own house, if you haven't got one, or whatever it is you're trying to manifest. There's something about deciding what you want quite specifically with Judgment and deciding why you want it. So you might be somebody that is immediately like, oh, I want a massive house, or oh, I want a white picket fence, and there's something about you kind of rethinking that and realizing you wouldn't actually be happy, or you wouldn't actually be fulfilled long term in that. You'd actually much prefer a little house and a lot of land or something. There's something where you'll rethink what you want and then manifest it, because maybe you've been manifesting something but the universe just knows it's not for you. They know that the universe knows that you would not be happy if you got the thing you asked for. If you have been asking for like a massive house or something where the reason you haven't got it is because it's not right for you and you wouldn't be happy in it, and it's not the right reasons, whereas you would then I think once you figure out what you actually want for the right reasons and what makes you actually happy, so maybe you were trying to make others happy or a past version of you happy, but whatever makes you happy right now, figure it out and then ask for it. Write it down on a piece of paper or something. Get really specific as well. Like, don't be afraid to be really specific. Like, I don't know, whatever it is. So if it's a house, you're manifesting, I don't know, just get specific. And if it's a person, get specific. Like, don't be afraid to write really specific characteristics. And like, even like materialistic things, it doesn't really matter, because it's just like, the more specific, the better. And also be careful what you wish for. So be careful how you word it if you are writing down this manifestation, because you're going to get whatever it is you write down. So like, if you write down, what's a good example? I don't have a good example. Just say you write down, oh, I'm going to be so attracted to this person, or something, whatever it is. Make sure you actually put that they're going to be attracted to you too. Like, find that balance, because I don't know, you could manifest someone that's very, very attractive, but doesn't find you attractive. I don't know, there's something where just be careful, like, because of the balance and the way you manifest things. You're literally going to get the thing you've written down. If you've wrote it without a comma, if you've wrote it like, I don't know, it's just something about being as specific as possible and careful with it. But don't overly worry, just be aware of the way you word something. And also, like, because you might, here's the thing, like, that's the other thing, is you might manifest someone and but they are obsessed with me, they love me, they're absolutely obsessed with me, and then you've manifested a complete, like, stalker or something. So there's something about being careful with balance and harmony and making sure you don't manifest something you don't want. But because you're actually very good at manifesting, and I think you're going to get someone that you're currently asking for, if you are confident in it and if you believe in it. You also might be learning about manifestation a bit more, or I don't know, there's something about Neville Goddard coming through. Maybe you've been watching him or reading his books or something. Watching him, like, you can't watch him, but maybe you've been reading his books or listening to his books. I don't know. I'm gonna wrap your reading up here. Thank you so much for watching. If anything I said resonated, please let me know by liking and subscribing, or if you just think it will, or if you just like my style, please let me know by liking and subscribing, and I'll see you next Tuesday for Tiny Little Tarot Tuesdays.